This is the second film of Peter Jackson, the guy who did Lord of the Rings. We know
Yeah.
Films Presents. And so, it's about puppets. Well, no, it's puppets.
Muppets.
Yeah, Muppets that are gross and dirty and stuff, and they're trying to sign up for a show. That's the whole main plot, but it's all really side plots.
Was Jim Henson alive when this happened?
I'm not sure, but
I don't think he would be.
let's see, Jim Henson. I'm gonna look him up right now.
There's no way in fuck that he would be alive, and yeah, he would have been bashing it the whole time.
Okay, because Meet the Feebles came out in 1989, and he died in 1990.
Oh shit, maybe that's what killed him.
Yeah, the Meet the Feebles murdered him. Oh man, we watched the not Bad Taste. We're gonna watch that next. That's his first film, Dead Alive, Brain Dead.
Yeah.
It kind of has that same feel of being it, fuck it, we're gonna just make anything.
Yeah, it was sort of just wacky.
It was wacky and it was like they were having fun with it. I'm just looking at the film right now. There's the fucking fly. I kind of like that character as being annoying as heck, like that, being a reporter.
Yeah.
And okay, Meet the Feebles came out when in the U.S. I'm gonna just see.
It was actually a musical.
Yeah, kinda, not really.
They had some funny songs.
Yeah.
The one about the guy saying that he has one leg. And then of course the one about like sodomy.
Oh yes, the Fox stage director. Yeah,
That was funny to me because like at the end of it, everyone's telling him not to do it.
Oh,
And he's
yeah.
like, I must do it. And then he goes out and he does it and nobody likes it.
Yeah.
But that was actually probably the best song in the entire movie.
Yes, it was. Yeah, they're trying to get for the TV, a syndicated thing. It's supposed to be G-rated, but everything in the movie is not.
No, there was like nudity sort of.
Nudity.
I don't know. Like, if you could ever have a pillow and put tits on it, I guess that's nudity. I don't know.
Yeah, you put, pepperoni. Oh, no, actually it was female nipples, so I don't know what food connotation I can think of.
Okay, now you're just mixing it up with nipples. Okay, let's avoid the nipple topic. We'll talk about something else.
Oh, and, okay, Meet the Feebles came out in December 8th, 1989, so about 5 months later he died, Jim Henson.
Yeah. I doubt he watched it. That guy was working so much, man. They said that he was so exhausted by the time when he was actually dying that he worked himself completely, like just like they said he was always exhausted the last like year that he was around. He was constantly working on projects and new characters.
A workaholic, in other words.
Yeah. Well, like when the second Ninja Turtles movie came out, that was around the time that he died, and they had like in loving memory of Jim Henson on it, and that was the last good Ninja Turtle movie. After that, everything went to shit.
Yeah.
And then Michael Bay made it even probably worse. I haven't seen that.
Oh, yeah, but that's a different thing. I would tell you that I looked at the history of Meet the Feebles, or looked on a different site, external site. On Wikipedia, of course. It's funny that the rating, actually, they tried to get it to be as part of a television series, but it didn't happen. And
That makes sense.
they it took 12 weeks to shoot it, but they voiced everything out beforehand, and there was like some other problems. Like that whole deer hunter parody in Vietnam.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious.
I know, that was great.
Especially at the end, I liked how they kind of ended it like that, where he's looking down the hole where his friend fell in, and that's the same guy that rescued him.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And he's like, oh fuck this shit, and he just leaves.
Yeah, I mean, in the movie, I mean, it would,
Yeah.
but of course, this is a stupid little puppet film. I actually like it. I really do.
I'm just gonna tell you this right now. It was probably one of the worst movies I've ever watched in my entire life, but I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I would say so in a way, but I enjoy it so much, actually, that I'm gonna keep this, like, the movie file of it, because there's a lot of bizarre imagery that I can get out of it. And there's things to examine with it. I'm not kidding.
They had some really disturbing jokes in it, but they made me laugh.
Like, the beginning of it shows the whole cast, like, essentially, and there's the fox, there's, well, not Bletch yet, but, he's the guy with the money.
Yeah, he's the walrus.
Yeah, the guy with the money that is cheating right away with a Siamese cat.
Yeah.
And then we have the hedgehog, fish out of water, innocent character, I guess.
I thought he was going to be the starring character the whole time, and he's not even in the movie that long at all.
Well, he's just everyone's a side character, essentially.
Except for the hippo and
Yeah.
the walrus.
Yeah,
They seem to take up a lot of time.
and they were the only two that were actually people.
Yeah, well, other than the people that went to the golf course.
Oh, yeah, but, they get murdered later. But...
Pretty much everything gets fucked up later on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, spoiler alert, spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alerts! However, that's the thing with this movie. It doesn't give a crap.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's a throwaway movie. They're not gonna do another one. If they do, it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah. This is like lightning in the bottle, but however, in terms of that, it's doing something crazy and, being young and stupid. And, yeah, I've seen The Fly, tempting the hedgehog. All that.
And the bunny that thought he got herpes or HIV.
Yeah, actually, I looked on the Wikipedia page, and that's actually based off let's see, the big one. Yeah, it's he assumes it's STDs, but it's actually what is
It's actually bunny chicken pox.
Yeah, but however, in terms of the real life thing that it's based off, is a myxoma virus that was it's a particular virus.
Yeah, whatever. I just thought it was hilarious how they built it up because that was a good payout.
Yeah, I liked how the duck doctor, it was so shitty looking. The puppet himself, the duck.
A lot of those puppets were shittily designed. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but in terms of the duck one, that really takes it because, yeah, like the showman, and you see the duck thing flapping his mouth open.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's also a lot of other shittier things, like the elephant guy, and he was fucking a chicken, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's one of the plot lines of it. And, yeah, his pet, his fuzzy, his triple pets get squashed by a barrel.
I didn't expect that, and I'm like, what the fuck? There's all these little things pissing all over the place.
Yeah, pissing and shitting and eating, and then they're all smashed. And then,
yeah. And it's actual, like, meat-looking things, and the rat picks them up and starts eating them.
Yeah. I mean, jeez, this movie. What's wrong with your mind? Oh. Yeah, the rat guy he was a total asshole, but,
Yeah. That's to be expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything makes sense, too. Like, or it's like it's a obvious metaphor or thing. Like, the guy that was smelling women's underwear.
Yeah.
And then he gets a job for the porno film.
Well, even that, before that happened, remember he was looking at the bunny fucking all the other...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, obviously, there's not much to interpret there. Yeah, he's masturbating. But, it wasn't actually being shown as that. But then, when you see the sex movie, he's coming all over, the cow.
And the cow sat down on the fucking other little cockroach thing or whatever it was and killed him.
Yeah, and then the rat just, throws the carcass in like a piranha plant thing. I don't know.
Oh, what was your favorite part in the movie?
Oh, I think it has to be the Vietnam deer hunter.
That was a good one. Mine was a little bit after that.
Oh, what was it?
It was that guy that's like a contortionist, the Indian guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he's all floating in the air, like Dalsim from Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And they got him and he's doing his act. Getting the worm guy to dress up as a cobra and start to like float in the air while he's being a snake charmer. And all of a sudden he leans forward, falls off the thing, and his head gets stuck up his ass. And the fox fucking turns around. Oh, that wasn't intended to be your act. No, we could have named it Passage to India.
I know.
That was fucked up.
Oh, I liked that character the most because I don't know. I think he's the best looking character, the fox.
Yeah, he is. And of course the drug deal.
Oh yes.
They find out it's a borax, and then they have to go to the docks.
That was bizarre. That whole, the drug, getting the drugs, because they get attacked by a spider and a whale fish creature.
And the crab people.
Well, yeah, there's crab people. It's expected. But
yeah, like they get in the car and all of a sudden it bites the head off that other dude, and then his head rolls on the windshield. It's like, fuck. They're just killing him off left and right.
Yeah, everyone dies in this.
Just about everyone does.
Yeah, just about everyone.
And they had a roofie scene.
Yeah, they did.
That was kind of weird, though. Mm-hmm. But then again, everything was weird if you want to get technical. Mm-hmm. It's just if you catch on to the jokes and you realize, hey, these aren't real people, they're fucking puppets. Have fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to see this movie again because everything was real in this film.
Well, it's puppets, but okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, none of the CGI crap.
Okay, I got you there, yeah.
Because
with practical effects.
Yeah, everything had to be, animated and stuff. But none of this, CGI stuff. I watched the Avengers and everything was fake in that film.
Yeah, well, they have to do it.
I know, they have to. I mean, you can't recreate it now. It'd be too damn expensive, I guess, now. No, not guess. No, it is too expensive, but... See, I just like seeing something real.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And I know that, it's really stupid. And, really dirty.
But that was the point of it.
Yeah.
So it worked out fine.
A couple weeks ago, I saw the movie Birdman, and it was about a stage play, really, and things going wrong. This one is, they're doing a premiere, and things go wrong.
Yeah, and they brought the topic about their main star, which is the hippo girl, that she has an eating disorder, but she eats because she gets made fun of for being fat, so then she eats more.
Yeah.
That was actually really fucked up if you think about the whole, concept of it, because, the way that she was doing everything makes sense to a lot of stars out there. When they get older, people don't really care for them as much based upon appearance.
Yeah, especially women, because they become a witch.
Well, especially back, in older times. But, right around the 90s and right around now, everyone's kind of being acceptive of everyone. If, you're, even the models, they have the women, they say, oh, they're curvy instead of saying they're fat.
Uh-huh.
Or voluptuous, or I don't know the exact terms that they have, but they want everyone to understand that everyone can be built in different shapes and sizes. So that's something that they addressed before, it actually somebody did something about it. Really, I mean, it's really popular now. I mean, fuck, there's fat furs all the time.
Yeah,
that's a thing, and. I mean, me personally, I don't give a shit about how anybody looks, but I mean, the way that the movie addressed it at its time was a big deal.
Okay, let me ask this. I would say that the hippo is Miss Piggy as a parody in a way too, because she's kind of the same way.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind
Not exactly. Because Miss Piggy is always wanting to be the star, and the hippo there is basically just wanting to perform and wanting to feel good about herself.
of.
She's not just going out and being obnoxious.
Hmm.
You know, she's running away when they called her fat. She cries and runs away. Miss Piggy, on the other hand, would probably beat the shit out of whoever the fuck said that.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's the way the Muppets are.
the hippo she finds out she's really being cheated on. And, you know, yeah, yeah, the Siamese is blowing the bletch.
He's like, I can explain. How the fuck can you explain that shit?
Yeah, you can't explain anything. This marriage is over. And oh, I've just seen it now, and here's the greatest room trashing scene in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, the hippo kept falling backward. Like she falls back, and her legs go up, and they fall down. I guess.
Yeah, they're exaggerating her being fat. That's all.
Yeah, with the crack scene. The guy, the actor, he snorted off the picture of Heidi,
Yeah.
the hippo, and then he dies because it was borax. But I liked how it was just the picture of her.
Yeah. Well, because they usually do it on a mirror
Mm-hmm.
or a glass surface. You know, that's pretty much how people snort lines of cocaine. It's not crack, by the way. Well, technically, crack is similar, but whatever. I'm not going to discuss drugs because I don't do them. But yeah, then they that that was kind of like a weird scene. They're just building it up to be like, hey, there's controversy and people do drugs in the business.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of an '80s thing, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, Scarface.
Yeah, well, I mean, cocaine is a '80s drug.
Oh.
It still exists, but I mean, it was more popular in the '80s, at least from what I've heard.
Oh yeah, the scene with the rabbit finding out he would just have bunny pox.
That was my favorite build-up.
Yeah, because he's looking at Jesus, frog Jesus,
Yeah.
and then he gets the call, and then I'm free, oh! And he dies.
Yeah, she just unloads. And she's just going around shooting everyone. She's just columbining the entire fucking set.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ed, sodomy's being played with that.
Yeah.
And
That was my favorite fucking setup, though. They have the clouds shaped like butts and the penises.
Yeah,
And then at the build-up at the end, they actually shoot a load in the air.
yeah, they're very phallic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best part. Guess what? It's a fox, and in furry terms, that's yippy.
Oh, yeah, they're all gay.
Yeah.
That was horrible. Like, even the walrus, when he was trying to, like, tell him that he wanted to do his scene, the guy was just, like, grabbed him by the tail, picked him up, was like, no, you're not doing that scene. We don't want to hear that shit,
Yeah.
That was back when being gay was, like, horrible. You're evil. You're going to hell. And then he had a song about, like, oh, we're not going to go to hell. We're fine.
Yeah, and that's that fudge packer.
Yeah, at the end, he's like, get that fudge packer for me. That was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, and everyone's dying during that whole song. Yeah, she's shooting everyone up. That's the best part of it.
Oh, you missed the other part where the guy who was doing all the drugs, he got the little hedgehog and he's hanging out there. And the guy mistakes him and he's having Vietnam flashbacks and throwing knives at him.
Yeah.
And then one slips out, goes in the air,
Oh yeah.
kills him. And then everyone just applauds.
Yeah.
They're like, yay!
Yeah, and then I know I'm skipping and looking. At that whole scene of she's shooting everyone.
Yeah.
At the end, and the hedgehog saves his girlfriend, and then the elephant and the chicken.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she gets her head taken off, and then the elephant husband
He crushes it.
Yeah.
And I like that scene though because when the chicken got its head cut off, its body's still running around.
Yeah.
That was a good little touch to it. But the fact that you had the half elephant, half chicken, what the fuck, man? That shit was funny. And even then, like when in the credits when they rolled by, they had them survive, and he took care of the thing.
Yeah, the abomination.
Yeah.
Bastard child.
Fucking
whatever you want to call it. But since it's basic, since everything's a different animal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that mean that the hedgehog and whatever the white thing that he's gonna marry, gonna be a half-ass thing too?
Yeah, she was like a poodle or something, right? I don't even know what the Indian guy was.
Oh, he's actually a human.
Oh, okay.
But how he's a puppet human.
I still can't fucking get over that whole we could name it Road to or Passage to India.
Yeah.
That was so fucked up.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, the Indian guy, he finally gets his head out of his ass, and then his spike thing comes down on him.
Yeah, he dies.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah,
and he's covered in shit.
Yeah, gloop shit thing.
Well, they also had like the fly eating shit most of the time.
Yeah, he was yeah, that's funny, the fly was eating the shit of the bunny. Because, oh, you have a disease, I'm eating your disease. And I'm going to expose your AIDS to the world.
That fly totally defines TMZ.
I know. That's why I like it, because it is TMZ there. Would you how would you recommend this film?
Not to somebody that takes everything seriously.
Yeah. Like, if they see a lot of bad B-movies, like Troll 2, they see Samurai Cop, you know.
I wouldn't even compare it to that. I would ask them, hey, can you tolerate watching a Muppets movie? And they say, yeah. I would say, all right, are you cool with watching something fucked up? Yeah. All right, watch this movie.
Yeah, did you like Team America?
That works too, yeah.
Yeah, because that's like one of the things about this is like, yeah, Team America was messed up, but however, not to this level. No,
well, Team America obviously came out years later. It was designed to be silly, but it actually did have, I guess, better models.
Yeah.
Because this one was definitely pretty sloppy at times. And I think it was intentional.
Yeah. You know, this is Peter Jackson, like, starting here.
Yeah. And also, yeah, like, even when they killed off the Fly character, they took his wings off.
Yeah.
And they made a joke about it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the whole point of it really was just to kind of gross you out. Like, it's all just, like, blood, puke, shit, and all sorts of other, fluids going all around. I still thought it was kind of funny that they did that with the bunny. He's freaking out. He's like, oh my god, I'm dying of, like, probably bunny AIDS or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and, okay. Finally, the last people to recommend this is to Peter Jackson, who really are interested in Peter Jackson.
Yeah, actually, much like you said, it was Evil Dead, Dead Alive.
Yeah, that's even worse than this, I would say.
Yeah, they're probably like very close.
However, one is actually more gross out, directly. This is more like everything under the.
I would have to say this one was written a lot better with its jokes.
Yeah.
Because the other one that they had, where there's zombies going around, that was funny, and it had a lot of gross scenes, but it had a lot of scenes that are kind of forgettable, and it just seems like they were just trying to release a movie. Just get it out there. We don't care. But this one was like, hey, we actually have a good idea. Let's have fun with it. What would you rate it out of a scale of 1 through 5?
Oh, shit. Okay, if you're gonna tell me my mainstream one, that's like not available. But if you're talking about, shit, I'm not good with that, man.
Oh, you're a terrible critic. Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, you buttfuck?
Oh, Passage to India. I give it thumbs up. Because originality, yeah, in terms of its time and everything, there's nothing like it. It's rare to see puppetry now.
Yeah. I would probably, I'd rate it out of like 5 stars. I'd probably rate it like a 2 or 3, just based upon the entirety of it all. Because this is a movie you could watch once or twice and you're done. You're not gonna watch it all the time.
I'll like watch it like every 2 years
Yeah, that works.
because I know what it's like. I know what it says as a commentary thing if I look deeper at it, but I shouldn't really do that all the time. But yeah, it was just a very because everything is about that Meet the Feebles is it's a bunch of scenes and characters and situations. It's not really the only overall arcing thing was about the hippo and Bletch, the walrus, and the getting the deal. That's about it. Because everything else is like occurs during the whole day.
Yeah, I would still have to describe it as disturbing because I know a lot of people would hate this movie.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't like give it to people. It's like you and I, we could do that this easy because we've seen everything under the sun, and yeah, except for spousal abuse. I mean, we both don't like that,
Right?
but, it's like because see that spousal abuse is that's more real, whereas this is all fucked up and it's fake, and I know it's fake because there's like 5 people shoving hands up puppets' asses and everything, and the fly with strings and stuff and all that.
Oh yeah, and the that fucking guppy fish thing.
Yeah, that didn't really move too much.
That was just horribly done, and he just ate the damn thing, and they're on the golf course, and he hacks it up.
Yeah,
It's still alive.
yeah, but I think the whole point of that thing was it served its purpose because it was horrible looking, and all it did was move like this. It didn't have any movable parts. I think.
It was just fucked up.
Yeah, it was like in a jumpsuit.
It was on strings or something. I don't know what the hell it was, but it looked like shit.
I would recommend it only on the certain conditions, though. I mean, I actually like this film.
Yeah, I like it as an overall, like my opinion about it. I like it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna like watch it one more time, like some other point in the week, and then I forget it. Then I remember in 2 years.
Yeah.
So that's it, folks. Meet the Feebles.
Yeah.
The second film of Peter Jackson.
It's a piece of shit, but damn, it was a lot of fun.